Now, with the first of the year upon us, a lot of us are really going to start focusing on our fitness and dietary goals. The reason for this, I believe, is because we've just gone through this period of a lot of holidays. We've had the Labor Day, we've had the Halloween, we've had Thanksgiving, we've had Christmas, and now New Year's. And so all of these things packed in have taken us out of our routine and got us where we're eating some foods maybe we're not used to eating. We kind of gotten soft at the end of the year, and so therefore we put on some extra weight. Maybe our body isn't toned as much as we want. Whatever the case may be, you want to make changes. And so those changes are going to be something that you're going to be looking for down the road. It won't happen overnight, obviously, but if you really stay focused now, you'll get there by the time summer arrives, and you'll be in perfect shape for the beach, the lake, the rivers, whatever you may want to do outside. So what we're going to do is take this step by step. So for the month of January, I'm going to give you two key parts that I want you to focus on. Now, you're going to have a diet and fitness tracking app. My recommendation is MyFitnessPal. I've used it, I like it, I'm comfortable with it, and it's a good one to use. I've also done some videos in the past that kind of explain how to kind of walk through that as well. So when you set this up, make sure you set it up using all your information, be as honest as possible, and then also when you set your goals, you don't want to set it where you're losing more than 1.5 pounds a week or trying to gain more than 0.5 pound a week. Outside of that, it's going to be kind of unrealistic. So keep focused on that. So now once you have your app set up, the first 2 weeks, I want you to focus only on hitting your daily caloric goal based on what the app is saying that you should do. So if it's saying you should be taking in 1,500 calories a day, take in 1,500 calories a day. Get to the point you're doing this consistently. When we take it in small steps like this, we're going to have a lot greater chance of success versus trying to change everything overnight. So again, the first 2 weeks of January, I want you to focus on the caloric intake. Now the second 2 weeks of January, what I want you to do is then start focusing on the percentage of the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins so that we have all of that in balance. There's a lot of information out there. Typically, you want to look at having about 30% fat in your diet, somewhere around 50% carbohydrates, and somewhere around 20% protein. The fat stays pretty consistent. It's those carbs and protein that we'll really start to play with. If you're getting on a low carb diet, you can drop those carbs, increase the protein. If you're not wanting to take in as much protein, maybe you're a vegetarian or vegan, it's a little hard to get that, you can keep that down and keep your carbohydrates up, getting your protein through some of the plant sources. So these are some things that will really help you going forward. But again, we're only going to focus on these two things this month: the total calories, meeting that on a daily basis, and then the percentage of the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. If you follow this direction, I will advance you again in February and tell you what to focus on in February, and by then you should already start to see some changes happening in your body and feeling better about yourself. So it will really start to kick in that motivation, keep you focused, and keep you driven. But again, we're going to take it in small steps. We're not going to jump at everything all at once. So remember that, let's stay focused, and let's have a great year. Now, if there's anything that I can help you with, anything specifically you have questions about, don't hesitate to send me an email. My email will be listed at the end of this video, and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible.